Hey, welcome back everyone to another moment of soul laughter and silent truths. I'm Sean, and across from me in this infinite circle of love disguised as a podcast is my co-host Harmony. Today's quote, It's poetry, prophecy, and physics all at once, and it is focused on addressing our understanding of karma, the hidden rule that shapes your peace, problems, and possibilities. It reads, "What leaves your heart returns once more, as echo, harvest, open door. Life is a river, what you pour in comes back around again and again. Pour in anger, the waters roar. Pour in love, and peace will pour. It moves unseen, yet shapes what's grown. But here lies the truth the wise have known. Understand its faithful art, and you will shape your highest part. Learn its silent rule, and it will serve you like a sacred tool." Quote by Shanti Harmony. You know what this sounds like, right? Karma with a poetic passport. Let me break in with a story I still giggle about sometimes. So picture this, Lagos, a bustling market. There was this guy named Tunde, early 20s, full of street smarts and, let's say, creative salesmanship. Tunde was selling gadgets, headphones, power banks, you name it. He'd slap on fake original labels to make things look premium. Small trick, big profits. But karma? Oh, karma came not with fire and brimstone, but with an auntie. A very dramatic auntie. One day, this auntie bought a Samsung power bank. She came back the next day, barefoot, wrapper tied tight around her chest like a boxer, shouting, "Who sold me this? My phone is dead, and so is your conscience." Tunde tried to reason, but you can't reason with karma and wrapper and barefoot fire. Eventually, he refunded her money, but not before she prayed for him. Loudly. And by pray, I mean those "Oh God, let thunder locate his warehouse" kind of prayers. Now here's the thing, he stopped cheating after that. Not because of fear, but because something shifted. His own peace started dying from the inside. He had poured in deceit, and what echoed back was public embarrassment, anxiety, and guilt. But a year later, he started giving people honest service. Same market, same hustle, but now, he'd tell them, "This one go last 3 days max, but this one, original." Guess what? Business soared. Word of mouth spread. People would say, "Buy from Tunde, he dey honest." Just like the river in the poem, he poured in truth, and peace poured back. Not immediately, but like a planted seed, it returned multiplied. Pour in anger, the waters roar. Pour in love, and peace will pour. That line, that's the whole equation right there. But here's where it gets even deeper. It moves unseen, yet shapes what's grown. Life's responses aren't always visible. The river carries our intentions far, sometimes through silence, sometimes through time, but what it returns shapes what's grown. Not just outside, but inside us. But here lies the truth the wise have known. The wise ones, they weren't magicians. They just understood that there's a faithful art at work in life. They practiced it, observed it, trusted it. Understand its faithful art, and you will shape your highest part. Tunde's story, that shift from trickery to trust, that was him slowly learning this sacred art, realizing that how you pour into life shapes not just outcomes, but identity.
Sean, I'm still stuck on karma and wrapper. That image is going to live rent-free in my mind for weeks. And you're right. The poem tells us plainly, whatever we pour into the stream of life doesn't vanish. It returns, sometimes as thunder, sometimes as flowers. It's like baking. You don't pour salt and expect cake. Let me share a gentler tale, one with less thunder and more mystery. There's a woman I once knew, Miss Amara. She was a quiet school librarian, always smiling, even when no one noticed. She'd bring little snacks to the children whose parents forgot lunch. Never made a show of it, just slipped it in like love wrapped in paper. Years later, she fell seriously ill, couldn't afford surgery. But then boom, something strange happened. Donations began pouring in. Not from friends, but from former students. One had become a doctor, another ran an NGO. A third one literally said, "She gave me my first peanut butter sandwich. Now it's time to give back." It gave me goosebumps. She didn't do it for praise. Her giving was silent, like the river's undercurrent. But life remembered. It echoed. It opened doors. It moves unseen, yet shapes what's grown. That's what this poem confirms. We may not see how our little seeds ripple outward, but they do. But here lies the truth the wise have known. They've always known it's not about loud gestures. It's about quiet faith. And then comes this gold. Learn its rhythm, its silent rule, and it will serve you like a sacred tool. That's contemplation, isn't it? Not just sitting cross-legged and humming like a confused bumblebee. No. Contemplation is deeper. It's the art of listening to the divine current flowing through life. It's about becoming still enough to feel the truth rather than trying to control it. Unlike meditation, which often focuses on quieting the mind or reaching a blank state, contemplation is active spiritual listening. It's when we focus on divine love, gratitude, peace, whatever our heart yearns to know more deeply. We sing or whisper those words inwardly and wait, not for answers, but for awareness. And when you tune into life's rhythm, that silent rule, life starts showing up for you. Not like a genie, but like a sacred flowing companion.
Harmony, let's do something special now. For everyone listening, we have a song based on this exact quote, this river of a poem. So take a moment, lean back, and let's soak it in. Here's a musical experience we think will echo in your heart.
What leaves your heart returns once more, as echo harvest, open door. Life is a river, what you pour in comes back around again and again. Pour in anger, the waters roar. Pour in love, and peace will pour. It moves unseen, yet shapes what's grown. But here lies the truth the wise have known. Understand its faithful art, and you will shape your highest part. Learn its rhythm, its silent rule, and it will serve you like a sacred tool.
That was soul painting, wasn't it? For me, the part that really hit home was, life is a river, what you pour in. Something about hearing it sung made it feel like an eternal reminder, like a friend whispering it back every time you forget. That melody stayed with me like the river's gentle flow, constant, shaping, unseen, but powerful.
Yes, yes. For me, it was that line in the chorus echoing, "Pour in love and peace will pour." It made me think of how simple we often overlook that principle. Just pour peace, pour love. And we keep expecting the world to change when maybe it's just waiting on us to tip the jug. Songs do what explanations can't. They bypass the brain and go straight to soul. That one did.
Exactly. Now that we've soaked in the song and the silence it left, let's return.
So for anyone listening, let's leave you with this. Take a quiet walk today. Not just physically, but inwardly. Ask yourself, what have I been pouring into life lately? If you're not liking what's coming back to you, maybe, just maybe, it's time to change what's going in. Because the river doesn't lie. It just reflects.
That was soul food, wasn't it? Thank you all for flowing with us today. If this resonated with you, even just one line, please share it with a friend, with a dreamer, or someone you know is standing at their own open door, wondering what's next. And guess what? The full quote is in the description below. Tap it, read it, live it. Until next time, keep pouring love into the river. It remembers.